you are here with Arnold Barboza. Arnold, you are like a real dude. And I think a lot of people appreciate that. The fact that you're able to be a little bit more open about the struggles of, being in the promotion. And a lot of times people want to just say the promotions are fine. With this fight, it's personal, seems more to you because of struggles in another promoter. What do you think is now to be like, no, I'm gonna pin it in the butt now? Is that the motivation to get him out of there?
Yeah. Like you said, it's more. I think it's more, motivating for me, because, I stay the only undefeated fighter, at the top that hasn't got a title shot. I think he's reached that already. He's been unified champion, and I think maybe he thinks he's hungry, but he doesn't know what it feels like when someone's starving.
I think a lot of fighters, especially starting up, feel that way. That they have to kind of do everything right in order to get some title shots. But you did everything right in the way that you stayed undefeated and you beat these guys. My favorite fight was with Alexis. Well, that fight was kind of my favorite fight of yours. But what do you kind of take from this? What do you think you have to do now in order to get to those title fights?
Yeah, I think a big problem that I had is I stay too quiet. I'm not this disrespectful guy. I'm not dancing on TikTok or anything like that either. So I think that that might affect it. But listen, my message to a lot of fighters is, look, I fought for the past year and a half ranked guys, right? So hey, just keep fighting, man, and keep presenting yourself on social media. That helps.
Another thing, I saw you on the Brown Bag radio show, and like I said, a lot of people kind of admire the fact that you're really big on your community. This is a card for Latinos. It's free. Invite the fans to, not only watch the fight, but kind of represent, because a lot of fighters that are from LA kind of don't show up like that. Kind of talk a little bit about your culture, too, and how you kind of love to bring out the LA in a lot of fights.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big, supporter in my city that I'm from. I'm from El Monte, California, right here. And we have some big plans for the city too after this fight. Opening a youth gym. So we have some big plans, and I encourage people that have dreams, man, to follow them. Because look, I'm from El Monte, but I'm born in Saudi. So it's surreal. It's surreal. So I'm excited. For the kids to see it. And hopefully it inspires somebody. Hopefully it inspires them and it gives them that motivation.
Let's talk about Jose Ramirez now in the fight, because, like you said, you've had your eye on him a lot of times. Do you feel like now it's the best chance that you can get at beating him because he's a former champion, he's slowing down, or you feel just as confident as you were then as now?
No, the confidence has always been there. That's why I've called him out all these years. I called him out since 2019. So man, I know Ramirez. He's not slowing down. So I'm expecting the best version of him. He should be expecting the best version of me, because, believe me, we're training.
A lot of people really like his style, and a lot of people feel like you can definitely complement it. Do you feel like this can definitely steal the night?
I think for a fact it's going to steal the night. I think a lot of people are looking forward to our fight more than a lot of people on the card. I know this is a great card, and no disrespect to nobody, but I think this fight has a lot behind it, and I think a lot of people are going to tune into this one.
I think also because at the stage of your guys' career, someone I think mentioned it earlier, one of you guys needs to retire who loses. Why do you think the boxing world is so quick to kind of dismiss either one of you, especially because I think it is going to be one of those fights that's going to be one of those really good competitive fights? Why do you think the fans act like that, and what do you say?
Yeah, the fans are brutal. Fans are brutal, but I mean, you pay them no mind. You just keep going forward. I know this is definitely a fight that fans have to realize and respect, that me and Ramirez are probably going to leave a part of us inside that ring that we ain't never going to get back. That's the type of fight that I'm expecting this fight to be. So, I think the fans, after this fight are going to be talking good about both of us.
I think in your last fight, people bring a lot of really tough on you and kind of criticizing you, claiming that you lost the fight. Coming into this fight, do you feel maybe a little bit more pressure to kind of show them that you can get it done?
No pressure. I know 29 fights before that, I won convincingly every fight. No one said anything. You know what I mean? So just, one bad night in the office, which every fighter has. You can name them all down. I can name them all down the list. But it's something that you just, I won the fight. You dust it off and you move on, and now we're fighting Ramirez.
Another guy you've been publicly chasing after is Teofimo Lopez. Should you guess past Jose Ramirez? Is that someone that you're like, all right, got my guy here, now I'm going to go finish this guy off?
Yeah. Hopefully, it's the title eliminator, and hopefully they force him. If he doesn't want to fight, then he just moves up. I know that he avoided both of us. So hopefully, he grows a pair and fights the winner.
We actually seen that especially recently when it goes to decision, a lot of people feel like the wrong guy gets picked. Is there any issue of you at all where you feel like you have to get a knockout, especially going over there to Riyadh, where it's kind of neutral territory, especially where you mentioned that, you felt like a stepchild over there? How do you think that would happen if you were to get kind of stiff on the cards?
You know what? I think Riyadh is a neutral spot, like you said. I think it's fair. I think it's going to be fair. And the decision's decision. Sometimes you can't control what the judges see. What they see is what they see. So we're not in charge of that. We're fighters. We fight. Judge is judge.
Let the fans know where they can follow you and invite them to watch, because it is a free card.
Yeah.
And it's featuring a lot of Latinos, a lot of good talent. So let the fans know where they can follow you over social media and invite them to watch you on November.
Follow me on Instagram at Arnold_Barboza_Junior, on Twitter at Junior Barboza Arnold, and tune in live DAZN November 16th. I promise you guys a co-main event is in the show.